Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello! Just a little introduction before beginning the real video to tell you that I had an issue with the audio of this video. I'm so sorry about it. I don't know what happened, you know, the settings of my camera were not great for this video and for in fact 5 videos that I filmed with that setting. Luckily, I always have, you know, my backup for the sound on the phone, so you can hear me well with that backup. I'm gonna try to improve it a little, you know, so it's gonna be okay for you. You'll see it's gonna be still good, but not that great, and I'm sorry for that. I hope that you're gonna appreciate that video no matter what. It's like that with me. I'm not lying about my reactions. I'm not gonna refilm, you know, all of these reactions, all of my reactions to this episode, lying about it, you know, hiding the fact that I already know what is gonna happen. No, I'm not gonna hide that. I prefer to present you something which is not perfect with a sound which is good but not really great. It's better than nothing or to lie to you. And clearly, into The Walking Dead, you know, the original show, these two characters, I think that with... a lot of characters, they have, you know, a great development, a great evolution through the seasons, but clearly these two, they had such an amazing one. Like, it's impressive, it's so great. It was so great to watch that, you know, to see them evolving like that. For sure, I'm thinking about Negan that we discovered as that great villain, and it was so cool because he was frightening us, you know, just by hearing his whistle, just by how he was talking, what he was doing. He was frightening us. We were scared of him. We were mad at him, so mad for what he did, you know, to our guys. And through times, we saw him changing, we saw him evolving, and sometimes also going back to who he was before. We saw all of the difficulties that he had to change because of himself, because of people not accepting him, because of a lot of things, and that was so great to see that evolution. And I think that, yes, it was so well written to write a character like him and to make him evolve so much and to show everything about it. It was so cool. And because we saw all of the difficulties that he had to change, that was rough for us at the end to see that people were not accepting him still. Even if each time, you know, we just had to mention Glenn or the other ones to really just be like, okay, I remember the pain, you know, that we all had when it happened. So for sure, because of that, I understand that these characters, they can't forget and forgive what Negan did. But still, we wanted to roll for Negan, for his evolution, so, you know, that was so great, and that's why I want to see that spin-off, because it's gonna be with Negan, and it's gonna be with Negan and Maggie, again, same. She had one of the best evolutions, you know, with The Walking Dead, the original show. Like how we met her as that young woman. We saw her with Glenn, we saw her, you know, with her kid. We saw her losing Glenn also. That was rough, that was so rough. We saw her changing because of that. We missed her during so long. And when she came back, you know, that was another Maggie. She was mad, she was sad. And yes, she evolved a lot. So same, I want to be with my girl with this spin-off. And their relationship is one of the best of The Walking Dead, because for sure, after what happened with Glenn and all, these two, they can't be friends just like that. I saw that some people were shipping them together, you know, were thinking about a love relationship between these two. How can you? I can't Really, I can't imagine it and I don't want it. It would be really too weird. But even if it can't be a friendship, through times, you know, during the final season, we saw that she was accepting his presence, but sometimes no, because it was too much and she had her memories back. Sometimes she could, sometimes no. Like, it was so rough for Maggie to see that Negan changed, but to just accept his presence, and for Negan to see that, also to understand that it was rough for her, like, really, their relationship, because it's a kind of relationship, you know, it's one of the best also, so really to have one episode with these two characters who are already so great, you know, on their own, but also they have such a great relationship together, meaning like not a great, it's so good and all like they are friends, no, such an interesting one, a deep one, an intense one. For sure, I want to watch this spin-off, and for sure, it can be great. And you know, because of that, you know, because I'm really interested by this spin-off for that, for sure, I have to confess it, like, you know, normally for shows that I watch, I'm not searching for any information, for anything about the show, because I don't want to have any spoilers. I just watch the trailer, you know, and that's all. Right there, it's even worse than that. I really didn't even search what the story would be for this spin-off, like that dead city, what they're truly gonna do in that city, what they're searching for. Like, I didn't even make that research, you know, try to understand that, try to remember and understand that, because I'm really not that interested, in fact, by the story that they're gonna make around these two. I'm watching this spin-off for these two, for themselves, but also their relationship. And I think that it's the case, in fact, for the majority of the viewers, of the fans. So that's why, you know, I expect for sure that they're gonna make a good story around that, and maybe something interesting with the city. You know, it has been a long time that we were not into a big city like that with The Walking Dead or all of the other spin-offs. So it can be cool, and I want that to be cool. I'm excited also about it, but I'm watching this show for these two, for their relationship, so I want stuff. A lot of stuff about that. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now, because I'm gonna watch this first episode with you guys. On my Patreon, you're gonna have these reaction videos about The Walking Dead Dead City each time one day earlier, I think, and with an extended reaction part. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be really longer, I think, because it's long episodes. Check that, you know, in the description. So if you want to have that advantage, you know, one day earlier, and also if you want extended reaction parts, you can follow me on my Patreon, and it's the best way to support me if you want, if you can also. Don't put yourself into difficulties, but if you want, it can be appreciated and really useful. In these days, you know, each support is important, so if you want to follow me, maybe just for the time of this spin-off, you can, and it could be great. Let's go for this episode 1! You're all by yourself, my dear? Okay. It's the first scene, you know, and I just watched Fear the Walking Dead, the last episode of the first part of the final season, and it's already so much better.
Got a guy here. He does grown work. Really? Is he any good? He's the best I ever saw.
Negan. You're paying your drink with what? You know, money doesn't count that much. Were you searching for him or did you just understand that it's him?
You know, I had a hunch you were up to something. Let me guess. Fast guys from down the road sent you here to snoop?
Yeah.
I reckon you're gonna have trouble snooping around after this.
That's my girl! You're there. She's with Negan. Why are you hunting him like that, Maggie? For how they ended, you know, The Walking Dead?
Sorry. That's your better on your feet.
Good to see you too.
How many years?
By the new Babylon.
The time jump.
Well, goddamn. For a warm man, I look good.
You're a body hunter?
I'm keeping this.
You remember what I taught you?
Your doctor?
Your kid.
Jenny, this here is Maggie. See, Maggie and I are old acquaintances.
Yes, don't say old friends.
A few weeks back, I got raided. Outnumbered, overpowered, stole all our grain. A month after that, the hostage is collateral.
They took your kid.
I tracked him all the way up the Hudson. By then, they'd already made it across.
Across the what?
Manhattan.
Ok, c'est facile.
The man who's got her show. They call him the Croat. Bullshit. You know him. When he scaled our walls, had us surrounded in the dark. Do you know what he did? That rings a bell, doesn't it?
Ah!
Oh. That crow.
You know him.
Let's just say there were a lot of psychos in my crew back then, but he always stood out as being an exceptionally insane son of a bitch. If it's the crow that's got him.
No.
He killed him? No.
Alright, tell me this.
We need our child back.
Because
Because
you
I
know me.
owe you, right?
It doesn't look like you got too many options yourself. Because if I found you here, the marshals will too.
We have marshals, we have
Every shithole.
money system, you know, with the bar, with this bounty hunt, you know.
Put up that girl. You see how things play out.
Fair enough.
Who is she, the girl?
Here, take this. There you go.
Weird to hear him be a good dad.
Why doesn't she talk?
The tale the people on the forum told. She was living with her dad. He took off one night. Didn't come back. She went looking for him. He turned. She could tell by looking at him that it wasn't the dad, it wasn't an animal.
He killed himself?
It was a person.
Ah.
People. He just hasn't spoken since.
Marshals! What? Shit! Put that away! Put that away!
Ah! They're not allowed to play games, you know, with money. The old system is coming back, clearly.
Have you seen this man? It's because he's murdered a magistrate in cold blood. Along with 4 others.
Nah.
Code 14, Section 2 of New Babylon law, he'll be executed.
New Babylon law.
And not just executed. He'll be dangled upside down. and saw it in half lengthwise, from the groin to the head, very, very slowly. Story goes he once lined up a group of unarmed folks, and he bashed in a man's head with a baseball bat in front of the man's pregnant wife.
You don't need to remind us of that, you know.
Tranquility order. Justice. The law. That's what keeps our Federation of States at peace.
Federation of States,
Safe.
okay.
I'm going to ask you one last time. Have you seen this man? Drop, hand, cord, all prohibited under Code 19.
And
You're going to represent.
oh really, you're the law, you're justice. Sure.
He worked here. He killed the walkers. Someone took him. A woman.
Woman?
Yeah, I've never seen her before today.
See? That's all you need to see. The truth. Code 14, Section 8.
She lied.
Aiding and abetting. I gotta take care of it, right?
Sure.
Good people. That's how it's gonna
You know you can trust her on
So
that.
you want the law catching up with you.
What I did back then wasn't because I wanted to. It had to be done.
You're gonna be a good villain, you. Which page is missing?
What is it?
Why? You don't need to show us that moment again. Believe me, everyone remembers. I'm gonna cry. Why? We know it, we know that she is haunted by it, we know everything. You don't need to do that. To remind us the pain, the horror, all of that.
When I was a kid, my pop, he went on a business trip or some shit to New York City, and he brought me back this little souvenir of the Statue of Liberty.
I don't care, Negan. Clearly, it's to remind to the viewers what happened, you know, and that we love Negan, but we have to remember that he did that, it was bad, it was so bad, we can't forgive him for that.
Came up.
But we know! I talked about it in the intro.
Anyway, I still haven't seen Lady Liberty in the flesh.
I got a plan.
Top secret, huh? I am on a need-to-know basis, I guess. You don't trust me?
Can you blame her?
I wouldn't trust me either. I got what I wanted. Jenny is safe. She is comfortable. I could kill you right now.
You could try.
You know you don't want that.